Hello everybody and welcome to another Black Beacon video. In this video we'll be doing a Qing vs Florence DPS comparison. I plan to take Qing and Florence against similar enemies with roundabout similar power and time them to see who clears content first, basically who deals more damage, Qing or Florence. Let's dive in. For more content like this, leave a like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy. This section will basically be a disclaimer of how they were built and what they're currently equipped with, before we go into the gameplay showcase of them going up against bosses and the endgame tower. I will start off by stating that my Florence is more well built than my Qing. I tried to equalize their power level. As you can see, Florence is sitting at 7.7, whereas Qing is sitting at 7.5. So Florence does have a bit of an advantage. Both of them have their signature 5-star weapons. Both of them are at level 80 with their respective weapons being at level 70 for this test. With things sitting like this, you'd expect Florence to dominate, right? Well, we'll see what happens when we get to the main comparison. For Qing, this is how I've upgraded her skills, with her passive being at the max it can be at level 80, which is level 9, and her 2 skills and her ultimate being at level 9, which is the max that they can be too. For Florence, I've done something similar, which is taking her passive to level 9, her 2 skills to level 9, and her ultimate to level 9, which are her main sources of damage. Now back to Qing. The ancient marks I have on her are Jade Crane, Shining Star, Locked Flood Dragon, and Tiger Might. The main goal for equipping all of these was just to get the set effects. As you can see, her main ones, which are Locked Flood Dragon and Tiger Might, are not even upgraded. And now for Florence, the ancient marks I have on her are Jade Crane, Shining Star, Endless March, and Phoenix Tail. As a matter of fact, the Jade Crane I have and the Shining Star I have on Florence are the exact same one I have on Qing, with the only thing being different being their main ancient marks, which are the ones that synergize well with their skills, whereas the energy recovery and the ultimate damage one are the same pieces for both of them. The team composition we'll be using for this showcase is basically the damage dealer and Logos and Zero. So Qing will also be supported by Logos and Zero, and Florence will also be supported by Logos and Zero. To avoid arguments of, oh no, Qing doesn't have a best support yet, whereas Florence already has Hellfire and all that, I just decided to use the light supports. I had half the mind to use the DPSs alone, but that wouldn't have been practical. So I decided that, you know what, I'll just use the light supports, as they'll be dealing similar damage and they'll be giving similar buffs to both our DPS characters. Well, that's it for the breakdown. Now for the video. The first on our list is Darius, the boss monster. Now I know you're thinking, okay, Qing finished way faster than Florence in terms of what you saw. But remember, when characters use their ultimates, the time freezes. Although it may seem like Qing finished way ahead, when Florence used her ultimate, the time froze. And when she was doing all 3 of her slashes, time was frozen. So when she finished, she was only 3 seconds behind. Now 3 seconds can be boiled down to combos. That, okay, no, maybe I could have been more efficient in my combos. So I'd like to call this one a draw. But bear in mind, who's better equipped for this fight? Who has more power for this fight? We'll continue. If you notice near the end of the fight, Florence was catching up. She started behind, but she started catching up as the fight went on. So I decided to go for a boss with more HP to see if was she really gonna catch up or was she gonna get left behind again with more time.
of Florence. Fluttering wings. That's what pain feels like. Fire is burning. Fire is burning. Fluttering wings. It's okay. I'm still alive. The situation has changed. Inspiration. Fluttering wings. End it all.
Well, this more than confirmed it. I had no further excuse for Emilia. She had just lost. If you don't know, Emilia is Florence. She really reminds me of Emilia from ReZero. But yeah, I then decided maybe Florence will win where there's a mob of enemies. For that, I used Infinite Multiverse Floor 1 to test the AoE DPS winner.
Fall. Attack the hunt. Count. Fire is burning. The fire is burning. Fire is coward. Fall. Fluttering wings. The fire is burning. Fire is burning. Now is the
Well, there you have it. Even in an AoE situation, Qing still managed to win just by 2 seconds. Florence couldn't creep ahead. Does this mean Qing is the better DPS? And when I think about it, Qing might still be getting a dedicated support in the next patch in the way of Jixia. How broken will she be? Now if you made it this far, I think I deserve that like. Who am I kidding? Please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.